Hello, everybody. We are the Talking Sith. Casey, Sean, T, welcome back.
Yeah, it's been a second. I especially like the 6-minute count or 6-second countdown. Really got people, something to be excited about for a tenth of a minute. And then you laugh. That was funny.
All right.
You're just going to catch.
Lost. I am lost. And yet, I can feel his presence. So close, so close. I can see him in my mind's eye. Kenobi. Kenobi!
So did you guys catch the Kenobi leak yesterday that I sent to you guys before I knew it was a leak?
I did. It was a good hint when I went to the link and it said it was taken down for copyright infringement, that it was a leak.
Yeah, so I didn't even know, I had sent it to you. I sent it to a bunch of different people. I made a post on the Talking Sith page and then went to go back to it a couple minutes later. I'm like, why does it say it's been blocked? Because it was a Disney Plus channel or, like YouTube channel. So evidently one of their foreign Disney Plus like subsidiaries or whatever leaked it early. Casey, did you get a chance to watch it yet?
Was it the 1-minute Kenobi trailer thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched it like an hour ago. It really didn't have much. It was a concept art.
Right. Hold on one second. I'm going to pull it up for us here.
Anybody cover me. I got 2 vultures on my tail. I've got to hold them here. Watch your left. I can't shake them. I'm hit. Where's the reinforcements?
There's a hunger for this character to come back. The fans have been waiting long enough,
Something that's extremely exciting is the return of obviously Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I don't think
This
I
is
can
quite
pause
a
it.
dark time that we're coming into with him. Just being a Jedi, it's not safe. There's Jedi hunters out there.
At least he has this one task left, which is to keep Luke safe.
That's definitely a starting place for our story. The interesting thing is going to be where it goes from there.
The most beautiful thing of all is that it's brought me back together with Hayden.
We are bringing back Hayden Christensen,
The
who
banking
plays the
clan.
role of Darth Vader. We
The
couldn't tell the
banking
story of
clan.
Obi-Wan Kenobi without addressing Anakin or Vader.
Have another swing at each other might be quite satisfying for everybody. We hope that you enjoy it as much as we enjoy making it.
So would they say something about another swing at each other and then kind of like show them practicing lightsabers if there wasn't going to be a duel between them?
All right, so
Yeah.
it is confirmed that there's going to be a duel between
But
them.
it could be like a flashback duel.
Right.
Or like a, cave of the vision duel or whatever. Might not be
So-
real.
All right.
Duel
so
through the
that's like-
force could be.
Yeah, that's like one of the things that I was going to ask you guys about was do you think so that's kind of the rumor right now. One of the rumors is that we know last year, you guys remember when they dropped like all 10 of the new projects?
Yeah.
They showed like a bunch of clips and stuff from like Andor and a couple other things. And then when it got to Kenobi, they showed a clip, but it blacked out for everybody except for the investors. So according to some people I know that either are investors or no investors, this is the exact same video that they showed last year for all the investors. So it's like we actually talked about it last year from like investors that said like, yeah, you know, that all these pieces of concept art so this is nothing new. So you guys, Casey, you're kind of in the business. Are you surprised that Disney has nothing to share?
I mean, they've always been super secretive and quiet about most of their releases for a long time, especially when it comes to their major IPs. So, not really. They have a pretty good lock on everything, and everyone's kind of, I think, scared to leak anything from the mouse as it is anyway. Even people that I know that worked on stuff would not tell me anything about Mandalorian or Boba Fett, nothing at all.
Yeah. What do you think, T, about this being the same video as last year?
Well, I didn't watch any of the stuff last year.
Well, none of us really watched the stuff last year, but I mean, what's your opinion?
So when did they start filming?
They're done filming now. They started filming like 4 or 5 months ago.
And when was the investor call?
Like a year ago.
I'm just trying to think like,
yeah.
Would Ewan already have been like doing lightsaber training and stuff at that point?
Yeah, so he was training for it at that point. So like that stuff. But my question is like, you know, the hype is there.
Yeah, why not show it? I mean, they didn't give anything away.
No, but why did I mean footage? You could have just done like a behind the scenes, like you've seen a behind the scenes of Obi-Wan swinging around. Just do something. Which leads me to the next thing, which is today there was Under the Helmet Under the Helmet Boba Fett documentary that premiered on Disney Plus. Did you get a chance to watch that, Sean?
I haven't watched it yet, but I saw that.
Yeah, so it's like 20 minutes. Did you watch it, T?
No, I wanted to.
It's pretty cool. It answers one of the questions that a lot of people had. Daniel Logan on his Facebook and stuff was letting a lot of people know that he was filming something. So now we know, as far as we know, presumably he was just filming his small interview for that. So there's new interviews from Daniel Logan, from Ben Burt, from Joe Johnston, who helped create Boba Fett, and George Lucas. New interview from him on this Under the Helmet. So it kind of goes through Boba Fett's inception as being he was at first supposed to be like a special stormtrooper, like an elite stormtrooper in Empire Strikes Back.
Right.
So they made the whole white armor, and then they were like, oh, that's really cool, but it's too expensive. We can't mass produce these. So then George was like, well, we'll just use him for a bounty hunter. So spray paint it, make it, you know, worn looking. And so that's the inception of Boba Fett. And then it was right after that, they were doing the holiday special, and George said, hey, let's throw him in the holiday special. So it goes through like Boba Fett's entire history up until like, okay, having him in the Clone War or Attack of the Clones, having him be a clone. And so what would you expect to see at the end of this?
You're saying like a Daniel Logan appearance as Boba Fett?
Well, not only that, what's coming out in like a month and a half?
Oh, yeah.
So wouldn't you expect for
a preview?
A little like, so we got the teaser trailer. So a couple days, what was it? A week ago?
I believe so.
About a week ago, the Book of Boba Fett teaser came out. And now on Disney Plus Day,
they didn't release a trailer.
All they did was show like a couple of clips at the end from the Book of Boba Fett teaser.
Maybe they're just not going to have a full trailer.
Maybe
they want to keep it that under wraps.
But All right, so you have this huge day that you're touting that it's like going to be so big, Disney Plus Day. Stay tuned. Make sure you stay tuned to all our social medias and stuff. And then you wet the bed a week before with your big Star Wars show that's coming out in 45 days. And then Kenobi, you leak it the day before, and then you put it behind a paywall. So in order to view the Kenobi thing today, when it dropped, you had to log on to Disney Plus.
Interesting.
This marketing brought to you by the same people who marketed Solo: A Star Wars Story.
You know, sometimes I wonder if it's just a ploy for them to leak. Just to get people talking.
I think sometimes it is, but why would you leak something the day before and then remove it from everybody, tag a bunch of people for copyright tags, a bunch of YouTubers who are doing your promoting for you, and then drop it the next day behind a paywall?
I mean, in the next month, do you think anything else is going to come out before Book of Boba Fett?
For as far as like trailers and stuff?
Yeah.
I would hope an actual Book of Boba Fett trailer, because all we've got is a teaser. But probably not. Let's watch the Book of Boba Fett trailer real quick, and then we'll kind of go through it.
Yeah.
If you guys want to talk while it's on, you just have to unmute yourself.
I am not a bounty hunter. I've heard otherwise. I know that you sit on the throne of your former employer. Jabba ruled with fear. I intend to rule with respect.
You were all once captains under Jabba the Hutt.
I'm here to make a proposal that's mutually beneficial. Why speak of conflict when cooperation can make us all rich?
What prevents us all from killing you and taking what we want?
If you had spoken such insolence to Jabba, he'd have fed you to his menagerie.
Please, speak freely.
I really like that teaser trailer. I know a lot of people have said this already, but it definitely has like Godfather vibes, and I really like that.
Every time you play a video, I hear and see nothing.
Really?
Yeah. It shows the first frame, and that's it. And I sit in silence for the entire time.
Sean, are you seeing it?
No, I saw it. I would be really annoyed though if that happened to me.
Yep. Pretty stupid.
Oh. Well, how about this? Can you see this?
Yep.
Okay.
That's the first frame.
I watched it earlier. I saw
Go to
that.
the next one.
I saw that.
All right, so
I saw it.
What do we got here, Sean?
The Bomar monks looks pretty cool.
Okay, Bomar monk. Here's the rumor. Well, Sean,
Bib Fortuna's brain.
Yeah.
Could be.
See, you remember an old, I don't know, Casey, are you aware of an old canon that Bib Fortuna made his way back to the palace after the whole incident at the Sarlacc pit, and the I forget who it was. Somebody had him killed, and they actually stuck his head in one of the Bomar monks.
So you think when Big Fat Tuna got killed that this is where they put his brain?
I think so. I think Boba Fett might have his brain put in one of these Bomar monks. And why start the trailer off with it?
That'd be pretty cool.
I mean, because it's not like a super. T, did you know what a Bomar monk was?
No.
Casey, did you know what a Bomar monk was?
Yeah, we've talked about them before.
Okay. I know Sean and I have a distinct memory of being in Sean's parents' pop-up camper when we stayed the night at it once. You had just gotten your guide to characters, like the essential guide to characters or whatever. Yeah. And we were going through it, and we've read the Bib Fortuna page. And we're like, oh my god, I didn't know.
That's
he eventually
awesome.
ends up conning another Twi'lek into like switching brains with him somehow or something, and so he actually ends up escaping with a younger Twi'lek's body,
like a hot Twi'lek.
Yeah.
Well,
the green one from Return of the Jedi. Nope, she got eaten.
Yeah.
Nope, she got eaten.
All right, so we see Boba Fett putting his helmet on. There's some changes in the armor again. It doesn't have the screenshot. So this, what do you guys make of the background here? You think that's like Jabba's private lounge? That,
I mean, I've never seen like, kind of like clear curtains like that. It looks like a bedroom type of thing. Maybe, I don't know.
Can you see my mouse?
Probably not.
I can see your mouse pointer.
Yeah. A lot of people are saying they think this might be a regeneration chamber because the Bomar monks are also known for regeneration. And people have pointed out, so I don't know if you remember what Boba Fett looked like last, when he first came out. He had no eyebrows and stuff. He's got eyebrows in this trailer. He's got his complexion back. His scars aren't as bad.
So time has passed.
Well, time has passed, but he's also like healing and regenerating somehow, right? So a lot of people think that he might have gone there and took over. One of his reasons for going and taking over the palace and everything is basically just to get his hands on the Bomar monks and their regeneration skills. Maybe that's also how Fennec, got a robo-tummy. Who knows?
Maybe that's how she's like. Isn't she like 60 years old in real life?
She's like 57, dude.
That's insane. I would have thought she was like in her 30s.
Right?
It's crazy.
And we got this guy here. I thought maybe that was Doc Ondar, but doesn't seem like it, but could be. This could be new hot Bib Fortuna.
I don't know. It looks kind of old. Her stature doesn't look youthful.
Casey, you're probably the only one who's seen Doc Ondar in person. Does it bear resemblance?
Several times, and it's the same type of alien. So
same coloring?
It's possible. They have them kind of in like a caged area, right? So
right.
It's almost like, imagine kind of like a Faraday type looking cage.
Okay.
And it's not super well lit, so it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to tell.
Well, that's how you make things look good. Look at Empire Strikes Back and how well lit. Dagobah and Yoda, the lighting there is what sold him. So if you look at all this, like the lettering in the background, that's like some original Macquarie stuff, and we're going to see a little while later.
What is this? What is this city?
Yeah, I was going to ask you guys, do we think this is Tatooine?
Yeah.
You think so?
I think so.
Gotta be, right?
This could be Zion on Tatooine.
Could be Karun.
Or New Republic City. These are all cities from Star Wars Galaxies that we used to play. Now, some people are saying, I mean, this could be Anchorhead. We've never seen Anchorhead in canon. It could be Bastille. We've never seen Bastille in canon.
It's pretty big.
Yeah, it is pretty big. Also, what do you guys make of this shit back here? A lot of people are saying
the
they
Razor
think, yeah, it might be the Razor Crest.
Oh, maybe.
If so, it would have to be a flashback, right? Because the Razor Crest is gone.
That's true.
I don't know. I don't think you can see enough of it.
Yeah, I think it's just kind of like a hole in C-3PO's head kind of rumor. And so here we see Boba lighting some people up. We got a Gamorrean guard in the back. A couple of Gamorrean guards. I don't know if that... I think this is at the same place. I really don't like these screenshots. I wish I had more. I think this shootout is taking place at the same place as where that Thorian is. Yeah, see,
No, he's got some eyebrows.
He has eyebrows,
The
yeah.
scarring is definitely not as bad as it was.
and there's so up here when it shows him putting his helmet on, actually at the beginning of the trailer, he's got even more eyebrows and his complexion is even darker.
I mean, it's also possible they just didn't want to make him be like looking all straggly and scarred up and pale. He's going to be the main character of the show.
But when they did it, when they made Mandalorian and they did his stuff, Robert Rodriguez came on and did the episode because he was already planned on coming and making this show. You would just think they would have some continuity. I don't know. Maybe not. What do you think, Case?
I'm trying to figure out if there's a city that we haven't seen that fits the description. I'm still doing research on the previous one.
Gotcha. So we got a nice shot of the palace. Yeah, I mean, look at him here. Look at his eyebrows here.
I love how we're concentrating on his eyebrows so much.
I mean,
he looks like Marlon Brando in The Godfather right there.
Dude, this is... I'm pretty excited because when Mandalorian came out, right, we thought we were getting an anti-hero story.
Yeah.
And then it was just
a Western.
It was like an anti-hero story for like the first episode and a half. Yeah.
If this is a mob movie,
so
or if this show's a mob show, it's awesome.
Well, that's what it is, right? Like he's coming,
I think
he's
so.
bringing together all these different syndicates that were under the and we got some Tusken Raiders, but we got the different syndicates here. And he's saying like, Jabba ruled with fear. I intend to rule with respect. What do you make of that, Sean?
Like I said, it's like a very like Godfather mafia type of statement and type of feel. I like it.
Yeah. I'm thinking. So where do you how do you see this playing out with him coming in and taking all these organizations over?
I don't know. I mean, I think he's going to have to make some pretty bold moves to unite and take hold of everybody. I mean, it's going to have to be more than just, he sits on Jabba's throne, right?
Right.
I mean, he's going to have to make some more moves.
So you guys would know better than I. Is this an original idea, or has it been in comics or a book?
Boba Fett coming and taking over Jabba's stuff.
Yeah.
Original idea. I think he might essentially be... I don't know how much of the expanded universe stuff you guys did in the past. But a guy named Talon Card kind of came and did this after Return of the Jedi. He came and like took over Jabba's place. He kind of united some other, like the smugglers and stuff, and then he ended up fighting against Grand Admiral Thrawn.
Yeah, so I was gonna say, if he unites everybody, what's the conflict? Who's he fighting against?
So a lot of people think that like I hypothesized a long time ago when The Mandalorian came out and they were talking about other shows. You guys remember me saying I would like there to be kind of like a Marvel Avengers style, like
what if?
Well, like an interweaving between all the different shows. and then maybe like building up to like an Avengers type of.
Yeah.
So that's actually coming. So, like I said, he's taking place at Talon Card, who united a bunch of the different smugglers and stuff, and actually ended up teaming up with. He was an old associate of Solo's, and so Han being, with Luke and Leia, and then having his old ties with Talon Card, who essentially it looks like Boba Fett is kind of taking that place here. They fought against Thrawn, and it's pretty much confirmed now that the Ahsoka series is going to be a lot about going after Thrawn.
Yep.
We're getting hints at Thrawn in The Mandalorian, and it looks like we might be getting Boba Fett doing the Talon Card thing. So a couple things for the syndicates. I don't know if you guys are aware in the comics who's made a comeback.
Don't call it a comeback.
No.
Kira from Solo.
Oh.
And Crimson Dawn is playing
Terrace Kasi.
Yeah.
So we're going to see Maul?
Well, no. Well, Maul's gone at this point.
Oh, yeah.
Kira has taken over Crimson Dawn from Maul. And there's a lot going on in that right now. So as far as we know, she's still around after Return of the Jedi. And we think that one of the syndicates that he might be trying to make peace with could be Kira. We could potentially see the return of Emilia Clarke as Kira.
My guess would be that this is going to be more like most of it's going to be contained on Tatooine, and it's going to be like a smaller scale. I think there's probably a little bit of interweaving with the big story.
Yeah. Well,
like
and the big story isn't even like huge right now, right? It's not.
Yeah. But I see some stuff happening, but I think the main storyline probably just takes place as like a little smaller scale, Tatooine factional type thing. That's just my guess. I could be wrong.
And I think Mandalorian showed us that you can do that. You don't have to have the entire fate of the galaxy at stake every episode, every season.
Yeah.
And if they are building towards something like that, then
do you think we see Mando?
It'd be cool to kind of just like build it up, like maybe. Yes, I think we do.
So that's during the video. I was like, "That's Pedro."
Yeah. Do you guys think that's Pedro talking at the beginning?
Well, besides
Pedro.
Casey, because he didn't.
Yeah, I thought I heard his voice twice.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are saying they think that some, if not all, of the voiceover in the trailer is the Mandalorian.
Really?
Yeah.
It sounded like that to me.
That's what it. Yeah.
So it sounds like it a lot, except for a couple of like his like enunciations kind of sound a little off. But I mean, that could be on purpose, or it could, they could have like had him record a voiceover just for this.
He also forgot how to do it. He's already done like what he did. Wonder Woman.
Who's this? Oh, okay. And then we have the Tusken Raiders. Now, you guys remember what my theory was, that
they're not walking single file.
Oh, they're not.
Ooh.
Well, they're not trying to hide their numbers, I guess.
Maybe they're aren't they kind of like splitting apart? Wouldn't it be cool if you see one on the horizon and then they just like split apart and there's like 4 of them?
Hey, there is one behind him. It looks like there's like 3 legs.
Oh,
yep.
Yeah, there is. Maybe they were.
They are hiding their true numbers.
Oh man, where's my computer now?
I don't know. I think that's his. I think that's his cape. If you look at the one.
Yeah,
on the left.
if you look on the one on.
Oh.
Yeah.
So who were those guys in the sequel that they like Kylo Ren's guys that they planted all these seeds for that never really
The Knights of Ren.
fruition? Yeah, the night I was drawing a blank. This feels like the shots of the Knights of Ren. Where they're looking around, looking all cool, and then they just kind of disappear again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's just establishing that that they're on Tatooine. There are Tusken Raiders there. Who knows? Maybe Boba.
I mean,
Takes
Boba
him
was
down.
dressed as one in Mando, so maybe he's working with him.
Yeah, and he comes back and he's killing stormtroopers with a gaffy stick.
Yeah.
Oh, looking awesome while I was doing it.
Yeah.
She's like,
well,
slammed
we
it.
get that in this trailer too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. So do you think that? So it's obvious that Boba had dealings with the Tusken Raiders between where we saw him in Return of the Jedi and when he makes his comeback. Do you think they were friendly or do you think they were unfriendly dealings?
Well, I know you and I don't know if we ever did it on a podcast, but I know you and I
We've never done it on a podcast.
You and I discussed like how he got out of the Sarlacc pit and who healed him up and all this other.
Right.
And we brought up Tusken Raiders at least 3 times.
Yeah. So it could have been the Tusken Raiders. It could have been, looking now, maybe the Tuskens helped him out, but maybe he got healed by the Bomar monks.
Yeah, I can see him being on friendly terms with the Tuskens.
Yeah. Yeah, so that'll be interesting. Let's see here. Oh, gotta go back. Yeah, so we see him just like waltzing into some place here. I think you guys are right. I think most of this is going to take place on Tatooine. I don't think all of it's going to take place on Tatooine, but I think most of it will take place on Tatooine.
That's Bib Fortuna.
Yeah, that's Fortuna right here. New Bib's new body.
Interesting.
Man, crazy case of jaundice on that chick.
She needs those Billy Rubin lights that put my son under when he was in the NICU.
Yeah.
The panda thing? Is that what it was? Is that what it is?
I don't know. It was like these lights.
They got like different light things. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we got these some sexy looking aliens here. Are there any oranges?
Oranges.
Like food?
Are you guys aware of
I see a little bit of blue milk over there.
Anytime oranges show up in a Godfather movie, somebody's about to die.
Yeah.
No.
That would be really funny.
Yeah. They had that in Breaking Bad a couple times too. Yeah, what do you guys make of this shot? Why has he got
eggs?
Oh, Mace Windu cut his head off.
Sort of like a lot of people are saying that this might be Republic credits.
Maybe.
The New Republic credits.
But why has he got him in his helmet and
why is his helmet off?
Yeah.
Is he collecting taxes? Is he going around
is he begging? As he's just begging.
He's panhandling.
Maybe he's going to these towns and these places that used to pay Jabba, and he's like, "Hey, I'm the new boss now. Pay up."
Pay up. Possibly.
And then these guys don't take too kindly to it. They're about to pull out some Terraskasi.
Some Wakanda shields.
That's like the same energy shields that like are in Episode 1 that separate, Obi-Wan and Darth Maul.
Yep. Yeah, which is like the plasma from Naboo, which is what the Gungans naturally used, is like a big reason for their exports. And you remember that, Sean, from the Plagueis book? That's how.
Yeah, vaguely.
Kind of how Palpatine got like Naboo on the map, kind of. And
so yeah, his helmet's off there.
I think it was off when they were first surrounded in the trailer. Yeah.
Yeah, he like takes it off, and then.
Oh yeah, and then you can see him do his
Oh yeah.
His big slam.
He's about to do it there. He's
Yeah. Those eyebrows missing again.
No, he's got theirs there.
They're there, but they're not as defined as in some of the other shots.
So maybe this is him starting out, just beginning.
Speak freely.
It's like a good cop, bad cop thing. She's like, Jabba would have killed you. No, you can speak freely here.
Yeah, with his he would have fed you to his menagerie.
Yeah.
So does that mean he's got more than just a Rancor? Could we
I would think so.
potentially see
Yeah,
some
menagerie
other-
you would think would be an assortment of like different beasts.
Yeah.
I want to see more.
Let's see here. Yeah, so let me go through a couple of the rumors we got here for Boba Fett. And on a scale from 1 to 10, I'll just go through all three of you guys and ask you what you think from a scale from 1 being the least likely to 10 being very likely it's going to happen. Is that Bomar Bib? Sean?
I'm going to say like a 4.
4?
The one alien in the first scene that you were talking about?
So yeah, the droid that's got the head in it, or that's got the brain in it. Do you think it's Bib Fortuna, which is the guy that he walked in and shot at the end of the Mandalorian? 'Cause in Legends, that's what happened to him.
I'll give it a 4.
4, is that what you said too, Sean?
Yeah.
Casey?
I mean, I'll probably go with the 6. It just seems strange to have that being the forefront of the scene. It could, like, who knows? Maybe it could be Jabba, right? Like, who knows how big Jabba's brain is? You know. I know the ship
They
blew
think
up.
their brain's so big.
Case, we can't see you.
Yeah,
looking rather flowery. I'll give it a. I'm going to go with a solid 7 because, yeah, I don't know why you start the trailer off with that. It's a very background niche thing, and it's not something that most people are going to know anything about unless you're going to make it something more.
Who are some of the directors? Do we know any of that?
Robert Rodriguez, I think, is directing the whole thing.
Is he?
I think so.
Maybe he got some of his from the Russo brothers.
I mean, they could just want to do a little bit of fan service to actually just show a Bomar Monk.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, but
it's definitely possible. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it ends up being him.
Yeah. Let's see. Kira, Crimson Dawn, and Book of Boba Fett. Sean?
3.
3. Casey?
Oh man. I mean, if they're gonna start I don't know. How many seasons is the series? Or how many episodes?
8, right?
I think they said this one is 9, actually.
Oh.
9. Interesting.
Because it's one more than they thought there was going to be, or something.
I mean, they might to just to keep it, you know, if they're trying to create this multiverse thing. I don't know, but 9 episodes isn't really a lot of time if you're not focusing on just Boba Fett and just using him as a vehicle to introduce other shows. So I don't know if this is gonna be a multi-series dealio, multi-season dealio, then I think it's more likely that we see her as opposed to it being a single season.
Check how many episodes Mandalorian had.
So maybe like a 3 if it's a single season one-off miniseries. If there's multiple seasons, it'll jump up to like an 8 for me.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go with a 2. I don't think it's likely. I think it'd be cool to bring it in. I think maybe Crimson Dawn will come in, but I don't think Kira's going to come back. One of the reasons being there's so much of Crimson Dawn going on in the comics, and I think that if they wouldn't be doing that much.
They're right.
Yeah. So, Casey, to say what you were saying, like only 8 or 9 episodes. Look at how much the Mandalorian set up in season 2. They set up the Book of Boba Fett in season 2. You know, they set up the Ahsoka show in season 2.
Yeah, true. But I guess it just depends on. I mean, are we gonna have 2 separate shows now, based off of 2 different Mandalorians?
Well, here's the other rumor that's been going around. Will there be other book of spinoffs? Will there be a book of Bo-Katan, a book of
My feeling says unless this is like extremely popular, then I could see them having another Boba Fett series. But maybe they only have one Boba Fett season, and then he like appears in other shows or other seasons, right? Like you start having these different,
right? So we have
one season or whatever.
Yeah, so we have the Book of Boba Fett. Scale from 1 to 10, Sean, do you think we get a book of somebody else like next season, like a Book of Bo-Katan, which is the other Mandalorian lady?
Yeah, I see it. Like, do we see more series? I mean, it might not be called that, but I think we see more series that focus on some key person who's going to be in this multiverse, and it like expands on their section of the story, and it all ties together. I think that's extremely likely, like a 9.
Casey?
I mean, we already are Andor, Ahsoka. It's just not called the Book of Andor or the Book of Ahsoka.
But like
Right.
other ones in addition to that, you're saying like
Yeah.
I mean, absolutely. I mean, they've been killing it with their Disney Plus content and things like that lately. The people in charge are doing a really, really good job. I mean, marketing, but also accessibility. Look at how many subscribers Disney Plus has compared to where they were projected to be. It's just massive, you know. So you're reaching this crazy big audience, and I mean, people like me and you and Sean in the near future will probably just have Disney Plus in anyway because you have young kids.
Yep.
But there's some people who are just going to have it, you know, kind of like a Netflix. You know, they'll make something, and then 3 seasons later they'll cancel it. But they constantly spit out new content, and as long as Star Wars is popular, there's going to be more Star Wars coming out.
I agree with everything you said. I want to add one kind of little wrinkle to your question, though, Josh. If you think it's going to be another one, who do you think it'll focus on?
Well, I think it would be Bo-Katan. Because especially knowing her from the Clone Wars and with everything that happened at the end of Mandalorian and bringing the stuff back with the Darksaber, there's a lot of story to be told there. And I don't think she's not really a good guy. If you guys got to watch Clone Wars, she's not
I watched
a good guy.
Yeah, I watched it.
Yeah, I don't know that Sean has watched very much of it.
I haven't watched all of it now.
I don't know if the next one would be Bo-Katan or would be what I think it's going to be. But didn't they bring on the guy that redid Luke Skywalker's facial youngness? So maybe there's a Luke Skywalker one coming. Why would you hire the guy if you're not going to use him to do what you hired? You know what I mean?
If they do a full show on Luke Skywalker, do you think they'll do like Sebastian Stan or somebody, or do you think they'll just face de-age?
I think they'll just de-age. They hired the guy.
They've been doing a lot of talking about Sebastian Stan again these last couple of months.
I mean, they probably.
Luke Skywalker.
I mean, just because they hired him.
What art of?
I mean, they might be having him de-age other people. Did Lucasfilm hire him, or did Disney hire him? Lucasfilm. Like he might be doing stuff for Marvel to de-age.
Josh just said Lucasfilm.
Oh, was it?
That's what I thought I heard too.
Yeah, Lucasfilm hired him.
I think
there's
it's
been
very
a lot of
likely.
talk of Sebastian Stan again lately. And okay, so all right, so Sean, you said like a 9, you think, for other spin-offs like that?
Yeah.
Casey?
That's 100% for me. No
I give it
questions
a 10.
All right, I give it a 10 too. All right, so here's the next rumor that kind of leads right into that.
Do you know what a 10-2 is on a film set?
What's that?
It means you're gonna go poop.
Oh, well,
and if you say 10-1, it's when you're going pee.
Well,
what's a 10-3?
We should have had Count Dookie on here.
I don't know. You're vomiting and shitting out at the same time, I guess. I don't know.
All right, so here's the other rumor, and this could have something to do with this. Scale from 1 to 10, guys. Just give me your scale from 1 to 10, then we'll discuss it. De-aged Harrison Ford in Book of Boba Fett. Sean?
Like a 3.
3?
I don't see Harrison Ford doing it.
How about Han Solo?
No, like a 3 still. I don't think they would do it unless Harrison Ford was somehow involved, and I don't see Harrison Ford being involved with it. Maybe I'm wrong. If they got him, that'd be awesome.
So Casey, you said 3. Sean, you say what?
3.
3? T?
Yeah, it's gonna be low. Maybe 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe they age up.
I think they would. I mean, if Harrison Ford agreed to it, I think they would do it.
Alden Ehrenreich?
Yeah.
Yeah. Harrison Ford's like 80. He's pushing 80, right?
Aren't they de-aging him for the Indiana Jones?
Yeah.
I'm sure they will.
So that's what I was going to bring up, because Lucasfilm already has a digital model of his face.
But he's
So they've
done.
already got that asset.
He wanted so bad for his character to die. And didn't he talk about when Abrams approached him for Rise of Skywalker? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it would have to make sense to the story, right? He doesn't give a
here's
shit
what
about.
he said.
He doesn't care about Han Solo, man.
No, he doesn't. I think if they offered him a huge paycheck, he'd do it. But I don't see that happening.
That's what he said. He was like, "So why did you come back to?" He was like, "Well,
the check cleared."
Yeah, the check cleared.
Yeah.
So if they come and they say like, "Well, what about what T said? Can you see them bringing in Alden Ehrenreich?"
I could
using that
eventually
cool face to put on Alden Ehrenreich and reprising his solo role.
I wouldn't mind even Ehrenreich just being.
I could see. You know what? I could see them doing that. Yeah. I mean, they're bringing Ewan back.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought like as much crap as Solo gets, like I thought it was a really fun movie. It's up there for me in terms of.
I liked it a lot.
Yeah,
the marketing just sucked.
I don't think it's gotten the same blowback that the sequels got.
And it took me maybe like 10 minutes to get over that it wasn't Harrison Ford, and then I thought he did great.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
his mannerisms and everything. He wasn't doing a Harrison Ford impression, but he was doing a great Han Solo. Like just how he moved, but
even how he stood. I thought he was great.
Stances. Yeah, I think that Solo would have been so much better as a series. You could have like had an episode about him going into the Imperial Academy and being kicked out, and an episode about him going and becoming a ground troop.
Yeah, I changed my mind. I don't think it's a 3. I think it's like a 1, because I think if they ever introduce Solo, it's probably with him. It's probably with Ehrenreich.
Yeah. 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 So that was a rumor, and a lot of people are saying that. Well, here's the other thing. At this time period, Han Solo has a beard in canon from the Battlefront games, and a lot of people are saying that he has a beard in that randomly because they knew that they were going to be trying to use him, and it would be easier to de-age or half Harrison Ford's face on somebody and just have a beard on the other half. And I don't know what you guys think about that, but my response to that is I've not seen Lucasfilm since the Disney takeover plan anything out that methodically.
Yeah.
So I doubt they are for this.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah. Let's see. All right. Do you guys think, scale from 1 to 10, we'll see Boba Fett dealing with his clone heritage? Will that come into play?
Yeah, I think so.
I'll give it a 6.
I'll give it like an 8.
Yeah.
8.
I could see that.
Okay, number then discuss. I say like a 4.
4. All right, I'm gonna go with like a 7.
Do we see a flashback of Django played by Tamir Morrison?
Ooh.
Yeah, he was looking a little soft in the Boba Fett armor.
I feel like he lost a little bit of weight for this. Not a lot. He looked like he was thinned out a
did.
little bit.
He definitely
quite
did.
a bit. Even in so T just sent me.
Yeah, I sent the group, by the way, all of us.
Okay. Let me see here.
Yeah, he looked in the interview. He looked like he was in shape again.
Why does it say Jeff?
And while you're looking, I'll keep talking. So the reason why I think it could come up is if they do any sort of like the regeneration thing. I think the clone stuff would come up there, but I don't think we're gonna see like a Rex or anything. I think if we're gonna see a Rex or whatever, it's gonna be in Ahsoka.
Yeah. I don't think that we. Yeah, I agree. I don't think we see clones necessarily or anything like that, but he may talk about it a little bit, his heritage. I don't see it being a big thing, but I can see there being something. Looks so sad there.
So this is him from
Season
Mando.
season 2, and I mean, he's a lot heavier. It looks like to me.
Sadder.
Oh yeah, yeah. If you look at the interview, they did what was it? It's like a 20-minute documentary on Disney Plus. Did you watch that, Josh?
Yep.
And in the interviews, he looked really, really good.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think that definitely regeneration is going to be playing a part into this. Kazunai.
Thank you.
But and the reason I bring up that is because have you guys watched Bad Batch?
No.
I'm still in the process of watching it. I've liked what I've seen so far, though.
All right, so people were talking about a possible referencing Omega.
Omega.
That
just
Omega. So, yeah, I don't know. Book of Boba Fett. I'm much more excited about it than I thought I would be even. So yeah, getting pumped for Book of Boba Fett. Let's see here. Just gonna try to pull up the Kenobi screenshots. We can quickly go over Kenobi and a couple of rumors, but there's not a whole lot to be gleaned from it. Yeah, that's just what got me on Disney Plus. I don't know if you guys followed along for Disney Plus Day, but there was no concise drop of info. They just dropped a bunch of different things on Twitter. And so it's just like there's a lot of stuff that's just getting buried that I think they should have just put it like all in one big video, been like, okay, here's all this stuff that we're announcing today. Especially if you're not going to drop anything new. Yeah, look at that guy. Look at
Guy
him.
rocks.
look at him.
He's in much better shape. It's easy to tell.
Let's see here.
That's when he was working on it too.
Yeah, pull that back up, Kate.
Sure. Sick.
Yeah,
Trying to drag it up top.
Boba.
Ooh, Boba.
My
Look at
painted
that.
nails.
Look
I
at
have
those
a 4-year-old daughter. My nails are painted. So she put makeup on me yesterday too.
All right, here we go. All right, Case, thank you. Yeah, I'm just not impressed with the rollout. But honestly, like I said, this marketing brought to you by the same people who marketed Solo, and people didn't even know that there was a Star Wars movie coming out.
Right. Well, the thing is, I think people who are big Star Wars fans or whatever are gonna like continue watching this type of stuff. Probably already have Disney Plus, and it's not something that's going into theaters that they're gonna recoup their investment on besides selling toys. So if they put a ton into marketing, how much are they going to see back on new subs? You know what I mean?
Not even putting a ton into marketing. Like literally release a couple extra seconds, or just wait and have this like the Book of Boba Fett trailer should have just dropped today.
If they were to drop toys of Boba, they'd probably make.
Oh, I'm sure they're making. That's why Boba Fett had to repaint his armor, man.
Probably.
Now they can sell new Boba Fett toys. Right?
Yes.
We're lagging.
I think so. You guys are also in slow motion.
Yeah. Just looking at that.
I just watched Josh drink twice.
All right. I got like 5 minutes and I'm going to go. Now you're super fast.
Oh, hey, we're catching up. Hold on one sec. I'm just going to try to pull up the stuff from Kenobi. Let's see. Maybe next week we'll go over more of the stuff from Kenobi, or maybe we'll have some more. So I'll just ask you guys from Kenobi, scale from 1 to 10, Liam Neeson.
Ooh.
So I'm hoping 10.
I think
We're
you
hoping
hear.
a 10, but
Yeah.
what is your?
What?
I'm giving it a 7.
Yeah,
7?
It's up. It's up there for me, like an 8. Like an 8.
Either here or
8.
C.
Yeah, I think you hear.
Yeah.
We heard him in Rise of Skywalker. We heard him in Clone Wars, right?
Yeah.
I think.
I'll
I'm
give
gonna
it a
move mine
9,
up to like an
I'm
8 or a
hoping.
9. Yeah.
I'm going to be the pessimist here, and I'm going to say like 4.
Terrible.
Because and then the thing with the battle too, right? Like we were talking about, people are like, maybe it's like a metaphysical thing. I've said before, like maybe Obi-Wan's going on like his spirit quest to learn how to be a force ghost. And so when you do that, you have to confront your dark side. And I said maybe him confronting his dark side is actually having to confront like an apparition of like he has to relive that battle. But it's like Darth Vader now because he knows what Anakin looks like.
So why don't you think Qui-Gon's gonna be in it?
Because so I think that we're overthinking things, because I don't know. I always have these grand theories and overthink things for like, stuff, and then it ends up being just like the most mundane storytelling it can be. So I think it'll probably just be a straight up battle between Vader and Obi-Wan. Which I don't know how I feel about that.
And they just throw aside that the line in A New Hope.
Well, so people are like,
or try to retcon it, some explanation or something.
Yeah, when I left you, I was but the learner. Now I am the master.
I don't know.
Maybe they do some Harry Potter thing, when Voldemort kills Harry the first time. All of his family and friends that were killed are in a circle around him, and all the Force ghosts just swarm Darth Vader because Obi-Wan's losing the fight and distract him so Obi-Wan can escape. if you take the Harry Potter trajectory.
Yeah. Trying to catch up with you guys here.
I mean, maybe Vader, maybe they do fight, and maybe they meet, and Vader still thinks he's not a master because, I don't know, Palpatine hasn't made him a master.
But but he hasn't made him a master in Empire Strikes Back or in A New Hope either. He's still the apprentice.
That's what I'm saying. So maybe they can just expand a little bit and have a couple lines and being like, I'm still not yet a master.
I don't know. Like, it seems like I feel like there's either going to be a flashbacky type thing with Hayden, or maybe he tries like a regeneration thing as well, and you actually see him like burnt up, and you know what I mean? I feel like you got to see him, right? They're bringing Hayden. You got to see his face.
You think they de-age him a little bit? Or they make him look old? Like
Maybe that's why they...
I mean, he still looks good.
Yeah, but he's not. I mean, he does look really young, but he has a little bit of wrinkles and stuff.
I mean, how old would he be? He'd be like, what, 32 or something?
No, I mean, if they want to do a flashback back during like the prequels, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that's a big rumor that there's going to be flashbacks that Ahsoka, Rosario Dawson, is going to be in this, playing a younger Ahsoka, and that they might de-age her a little bit, that we might see like the Clone Wars era of all of them. What do you guys think the scale from 1 to 10? What do you think
I hope they do a ton of flashbacks. That would be great. The more flashbacks, the better. But I don't think they're going to do a ton.
Yeah, it'd be super cool, man. How cool would it be to see all them in like actual Clone Wars armor?
Yeah, it'd be amazing.
Live.
Well, I know we had talked about. I think we talked about it on the Talking Sith way back when we first heard Kenobi was coming out.
Yeah,
is we were hoping to see some live action Clone Wars.
Yep. Clone Wars, like I don't know that they have to. I don't know that they can show us anything new, but maybe some like just live action versions of what we've already seen.
Thousands of Tamara Morrisons again.
I think he is confirmed for the Ahsoka show. So I mean, he could be playing Boba Fett again.
Yeah, he's
But
gonna be one of the clones. Could be Rex. Could be.
Big rumor is that he's in Kenobi and he's going to be playing Commander Cody.
The name's Rex.
You can call me Captain or Sir.
Oh, sir.
I think that we see Qui-Gon though.
Think so?
Or
I'm
hear
trying
Qui-Gon.
Trying to what?
It's kind of like how I said Josh is going to have technical problems.
Well, you see, he's always complained about having bad internet, right? And now he's finally got halfway decent internet. He doesn't think to plug it in to an actual Ethernet connection before a stream, especially live.
I remember a couple of years ago when he was actually getting high speed, like they were installing the cable wire on the telephone pole, like outside his road. And he kept sending me pictures of like the guys actually like bringing it up to his house and like plugging it in. He's like, it's like Christmas today.
I remember that. I think
he was like, something's gonna go wrong. He's like, they're gonna, their car, it's gonna catch on fire or something's gonna happen.
Yeah, I remember him saying something about them drilling like through the side of his house.
Yeah. And like they like went through the wrong spot. So something went wrong.
Or they just like left a hole, something like that. Drilled into it.
Something happened.
Yeah, something he wasn't pleased about. I'd been mad too.
Well, I'm gonna give him about 2 more minutes, then I'm going to bed.
All right, but yeah, I liked pretty much everything. I'm excited to see this new stuff that's coming out. I'm really, really excited for Kenobi and Ahsoka. Andor, we'll have to see. I mean, that's obviously based off of Rogue One, which was the first. It was like the first movie to come out, right?
Yeah. And it hasn't got any hate. Nobody hates it. Everybody loves it.
A lot of people really liked Rogue One. And Andor was cool. Diego Luna. I know he's done some interviews, and it'll be interesting. I think that's going to be more of a ragtag type, more of like a spy type thing, right?
Yeah,
like a James Bond type deal.
I'm sure it'll be good. I just don't have the same level of excitement for it, just because I don't know. It's not Obi-Wan, but I'll watch it. I'm sure it'll be good quality.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it'll be fine. It'll be interesting to see how they interweave that with everything too, because I can't remember. I'd have to watch Rogue One again. It's been a long time. Does he survive or does he die at the end of Rogue One? They all die.
No,
right?
They all die. Yeah.
Right. So it's gonna have to be a prequel.
Yeah.
Before.
So technically, yeah, it'll be before
A New Hope,
which could coincide. Yeah, but I mean, I guess it depends on how long before. I mean, Diego Luna is now older, so I'd imagine it kind of leads up to Rogue One, so it's right before A New Hope.
Yeah.
So it could be in the same rough time frame as Obi-Wan, but I doubt there's overlap there.
No, I mean, yeah,
I
guess it could be kind of Obi-Wan-ish, right? But it couldn't have anything to do with Boba Fett, right?
No, I doubt it, but I think the connector could be Vader though. Maybe you see some Vader. Josh is calling me on Facebook.
Yeah, he's calling me too.
Yeah, I guess I'm going to jump off this.
Really confused.
I'm going to go to bed anyway. I'm going to jump off this and jump on the Facebook call.
Oh, so hold on, Josh. He said he sent a message to me. He said, "Hey, one more rumor: Ewan playing Force Ghost Obi-Wan in Ahsoka, as that is how she would know him, so he would present himself."
Why is he sending us these?
Because his laptop died, so he wants us to finish the cast with this last final rumor here.
What was it again?
Ewan playing a Force Ghost Obi-Wan in Ahsoka, as that is how she would know him, so he would present himself. But she would have known Obi-Wan from the Clone Wars. But she was in.
See, like I said, I haven't watched all the Clone Wars, so I'm not sure.
Yeah. So I'm not entirely sure what he's trying to say. That is how she would know him. She's seen him alive. So that to me just seems supremely strange.